Hello, hello, hello. I'm Mike with Redneck Politics, and this is where real Americans' voices matter. Uh, man, I'm gonna tell you what the Republican Party is. They're in total chaos. There's so much infighting going on with them right now. You got people that are leaving MAGA. You got people that are threatening to leave MAGA. You got people who are retiring early because they want to get away from MAGA. Um, but I don't feel I feel no pity for any of them. That's just like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Listen, I mean, I'm glad she stood up and fought for the victims of Epstein. You know, it does show that she's got, some heart somewhere, but you have to remember that she was one of the biggest in one of the most important diehard MAGAs that there was. Um, and trust me, there were plenty of them, but she was right on up there with the Gates and the rest of them. Uh, so it's hard for me to say that I feel sorry for her when during all this stuff with January 6th, and this goes for the rest of the Republicans too. Every goddamn one of you know what happened. Y'all know how it come about, and you know who instigated it. You had people get up there on January 6th, the evening of, after the riots. And you had people like Lindsey Graham. You had people like McConnell. MacArthur was all saying, enough's enough. We're not with this. We don't support this kind of stuff. And then in the next breath, they're defending everything that Donald Trump did. They did everything possible that they could, and I'm talking about the Republicans, to try to shelter him, um, to support him unconditionally, and to show their loyalty. And I remember Liz Cheney. I remember her uh, doing a speech, and she made a very important point that all you guys that bent over backwards to kiss the ring of the king, you know, it's going to catch up with you one day. Now, during that time, even the fucking people who thought this thing was so great that as soon as Trump told them, kill it. So my question is, why did you vote on it? And did you vote honestly and openly? No, you didn't. Y'all voted in the way of your slave driver. Man, there's going to be a lot of things going to happen, especially the biggest thing we need right now is 2026 to come on here so we can get the House back, hopefully get the Senate, and then end up in 2028 and get the fucking presidency back. And then I'm going to tell you, all you Republicans, all this bullshit, there will definitely be some changes, but it won't be because of retribution. It will be because it be changes that are needed and required. I still cannot believe to this day we had a man was so desperate to stay in office, so he needed that power so bad. But on the other side of it, this bitch was scared as fuck because he knew. He knew. Look, they had then got him for 34 felony counts and found guilty on every one of them. The dude had a trial with his own peers sitting on the jury. And while the trial went on, Trump wants to get in there and act like a goddamn fool anyway. I mean, the first thing our parents taught us was how to behave your fucking self. And this is the President of the United States. Man, this guy, in 2016, there was a girl by the name of Johnson. I've heard also about a 13-year-old, but I just want to talk about this one girl. Her name's Johnson, and that's not even a real name. But in 2016, right before the election, she filed the paperwork stating that Trump and Epstein together had molested her. Well, it ended up being dropped because the girl got so scared. She was intimidated by so many people. She got so many threats that she just ran, and she's never looked back. And you can't blame her. You know, these women are the most courageous people we've got here in America. They show in their bravery. How come we can't get no Republicans to do that? And listen, the Democrats, we talking about the Republicans today, but next time we'll be talking about the Democrats, because y'all need to get your ass in gear too. We need some true leaders in this party. You know, all I know is to try to do my part, and my part is to keep doing these videos and keep expressing the things that aren't right. The biggest thing that gets me is how you give a $4 trillion tax break to all the rich folks, the big, beautiful bill. But in that same bill, you pass cutting $800 billion from Medicaid, $250 for SNAP. How is that a big, beautiful bill? Oh, I guess if I was rich, I could probably figure that out, couldn't I? But man, you starving your own fucking people. You got ICE running around here like they some goddamn Ninja Turtle shit. And man, these are all, I mean, we all live here in America. Are there some illegals out there? Oh, you bet your ass there is, man. And they need to be dealt with. There's consequences to coming over here illegally. I believe that the border being shut down right now is the best thing fucking possible. That's what we need. We need to slow it down and get a grip, and let's start looking at the laws as fair and just for everybody, because our grandparents and their grandparents and their grandparents were given that same chance as everybody else's that should be given. You know, people have a right to try to live a good, free, democratic life and do the right things, because we all understand that there is no man above the law, or we're not anyway. You know, this ballroom that he's got. I mean, it's sickening to think, because I'm a big history buff. I love history, anything about history, and for him to tear down the East Wing, man, do you know how much history he tore down and didn't ask near person? How do you feel about that? Do you think he can just do whatever he wants with our house? Do you think do you actually think that all these people are going to step up and pay this $400 billion for this damn ballroom? Because that's what we're supposed to do with the wall too, until him and Steve Bannon run off with the cash, and he pardoned them. But man, there's a lot of work that's got to be done. We've got to have people in there that's going to do the right things, that's going to make the call when it's necessary to make the call. For the American people. Not because if you don't vote for a bill, you won't get that $5,000 check they're going to give you. If you vote for the bill, then you won't get it. Man, ain't them people worth a lot more than fucking that kind of money? Man, come on. Look, guys, like I said, we got a long way to go. I will. I do want to mention one thing. The other day in California, somewhere they had a protest, at a Home Depot. Because, Home Depot has been one of the main places that these ICE agents go to trying to round up fucking illegals, or undocumented. So for them, they wanted to protest it. And these people, they like Home Depot. Some of them work for them, I guess. But They protested by I mean, they made a line. They went in there and bought some scrapers, $1.67 or whatever. They had a line so fucking long, right? People buying just that. That's all they bought. And then after they bought it, they turned around and took it back to return. It shut the whole place down. I'm just literally shut the whole place down. That shit's funny as hell. But hey, if you're an American and you have concerns, you have a right to voice that concern any way possible, as long as it's not with violence. Guys, I appreciate your help. Sooner or later, I'll get all this right and maybe, get some people hitting the like, subscribe. I've had some. That's good. I do want to continue because it's in my heart too, and be looking for more videos from me. I appreciate it. Peace.